everyone! This is the photo that I'm using for today's spread. It's one of me and my friend Rachel. I took some streamers here, these are from the dollar store, and also these 3 tissue papers to create a layered look for the background, which you'll see later. Here I'm adjusting my date stamp from Heidi Swap before I cover up the photo, and I didn't even end up using the date stamp in the video, but I did it off camera. So here I scrunched up the streamers, and then I put a line of the adhesive and then I just stuck it on there. It's really fun to do and it's super easy and it looks super cool and textured. I love this. These tissue papers are recycled papers that I think I got from gifts. I know the tan one is. I'm not sure about the other two, but I really love reusing paper for crafts, helping save the environment, so that's great. And for a few of them I did actually use the liquid adhesive, but I didn't like how that stuck. I prefer the tape, and I did 2 of them off camera, so you won't see those, but I'll just skip to that. So here I'm gonna use some Recollections paper to matte that, and it's pink, and then I wanted a black one, but I didn't have black paper, so I covered it with a Sharpie. Sorry about that. It wasn't black enough, so I just decided to use some washi tape. This one's from Scotch, and although it's shiny, I don't really like that, but that's all I had, and I like the way that it looks in the end. So now I'm taking some washi tape, and this is black with white hearts on it, and it's from Recollections, from one of those packs that had like 35 in it or something. So I'm just lifting up the tissue paper thingies, streamers, and sticking it under there. I'm just gluing that on with the Tombow adhesive glue, and I decided I wanted another layer underneath the photo, so I took the same white paper that I used for the black, and I used some Versamark ink, and I rubbed it on the side, or on the edge of the paper, and then I took that embossing powder, which is gold. It's my friend's, so I don't know what brand it is, sorry. And I just poured that over and hit it with my heat gun. But this one I didn't like because I did too much of the Versamark and it was too wide. And here you can't see the white, and I didn't like that. I wanted you to be able to see the white on there. So I restarted, I cut out a new piece of paper, and then this time I just used less of the Versamark on there, kind of just did a thin layer as if I was just inking up it with a regular ink. And so yeah, I do that for all 4 sides, I just do one side at a time and then hit it with my heat gun. I thought that worked best and it didn't take that long, so yeah. Some of them I did have to go around because they were too thin, I decided, and I wanted them to be a little bit thicker. This one I got too much on there though, so I took a paintbrush and I just brushed off where it got too much embossing powder on there, and that happened for this one too. So now I'm going on to my title. These are letters from the dollar spot at Target that I got a long time ago, and I'm spelling out jumping for donuts. Those ones are from Michael's, and I'm gonna end up writing in for. Now I'm taking a homemade mist, which is just water and paint, and I splattered that on there. It's a light pink color. Now I'm gonna write out my journaling before I write it on while that dries, while the spray dries. And then I'm just gonna write it on there with this is a Micron 01 pen, and I just write it right underneath the washi tape, as you can tell. It wasn't that long, so it didn't take a while. Then I'm deciding where to put my title, and I decide on the upper right hand corner. So I started off to glue it on, like put glue on the letters, but that was making me really frustrated because it was hard to stick it on there, and so I just decided not to. I don't really care, honestly. I wrote in the 4 there. Sorry, you could see my head, and you could see my head here too because I had to get close to the letters because I couldn't see because there was lots of shadows, which I apologize for, sorry. Now I'm using some foam adhesive squares to mount the photo. Those ones are from Joann Fabrics. Then I'm using these enamel dots, which are gold and glittery from Hobby Lobby, and some hearts from Target. These are Scrapbook.com sequins as well. And then I will adhere those with some of the Tombow adhesive here. And that kind of got stuck. Ugh. That was kind of frustrating me because it would stick to the paper. And then I finished off with some tiny word stickers from Tim Holtz. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and here are some photos.